Welcome back to 319 Event Center. I'm your new host, Rachel Cahoon, and this is the Season 3 premiere of Show Me Chefs. Our two chefs will duel it out head-to-head in our first quarter-round episode, where they will put their culinary creativity to the test. Both chefs are battling for a chance to move on to the next round and win that grand prize of $3,000. Now it's time to meet our chefs.
Hi, my name is Joey. I work at the Big Easy Grill here in Springfield, Missouri. Big Easy is a Cajun restaurant, so we cook Cajun and Creole dishes, and they are two different things. Cajun is a low country style meals where it's a necessity to go out and get your local ingredients. It's more of a city style, able to make it a little more fancier cooking style. I was always heavily attracted to spicy foods, anything that had a lot of flavor to it, a lot of seasonings. I always knew that I wanted to be in food because I come from a family of plumbers. So one day while I was working with my dad, he was having me clean out a drain trap with a roto-rooter. And right then and there I decided, as I was climbing into the truck covered in muck, that I would never do that style of work again. I'm most excited to see the reaction of the community seeing me on the TV. The only worry is how fast that money's gonna go when I win it. I'm actually gonna take my wife on a much-deserved honeymoon with that. What's my favorite thing to cook? Well, that would be jambalaya. Every time you say jambalaya, it just makes you smile. I dare you to say jambalaya without smiling. You can't, because it's that great of a dish.
Hi, I'm Anna, and I'm the owner of 365 Flavors. 365 Flavors is a business that I started. Basically, I'm a personal chef, so I will go to people's homes, I will prepare the food, and then finish the preparation and plate it, serve them, give them the whole experience of the food. I love to do multi-course dinners, so an appetizer, a salad, an entree or two, and then a dessert. What I'm going to be serving, it always varies in pricing. I'll work with whatever people like. Usually I sit down with them and ask what things do they like, are there any allergies, then work from there and we kind of build the menu. I've been cooking since I was 7. As I got older, I started doing more experimenting online and recipe books, and then started coming up with my own recipes. And then when I went to college, MSU, I went for piano performance. I ended up getting an injury, so I wasn't able to complete that. And that's when the switch really came over and I started doing more with cooking. I'm just here to have fun. I don't know about winning at all. It's not what I'm going into it for. I want to learn and have a great experience.
All right, chefs, for your first challenge, it will be the lightning round challenge, where you will have 15 minutes to create a dish using the mystery items. And the loser of the lightning round will have to have a penalty in the entree round.
Ooh. Yeah, it threw me. I wasn't expecting that, but it makes sense. But I'm still not sure if that would be something like taking off time or if it's an extra ingredient.
All right, chefs, you ready to find out what those mystery items are?
Absolutely.
All right, let's remove those cloths. Your mystery items are ground bison from Grandview and Hillside Bison Farms and IPA beer from the Lost Signal Brewing Company. You guys like that?
Sounds great.
All right, so chefs, you have 15 minutes to create the perfect dish using these mystery ingredients. You will also have a provided pantry from Mama Jean's Natural Market. You will have a spice rack from Down to Earth Foods and bread provided by the Artisan Oven.
Well, after I threw up this morning, my nerves got a little better. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm nervous as all get out. I mean, I got dry mouth and everything right now. I'm like, ah.
Get ready, chefs. Your time starts now.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw the bison. I guess I wasn't expecting that, like a ground meat, but I was also pleasantly surprised there were only 2 ingredients to work with. And after looking at the kitchen and knowing we only had 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do something that doesn't take a lot of prep work. Right away, I was like, okay, I need to make like some kind of open face slider type thing.
Well, as soon as I seen the bison, the ground bison, I was like, okay, so slider. Start that off like that. Good appetizer, good to cook.
And now it's time to introduce our judges. Our first returning judge is Mary Fawcett, co-owner of Bambino's Cafe. Our second judge is Season 2 competitor Brandon Dinger of The Order at Hotel Vandevort. And our final returning head judge is Angela Winnath-Entree, general manager and executive chef here at 319 Event Center. How you guys doing today?
Doing great. Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah? What are you guys looking forward to from this?
Well, it's an exciting round. For 15 minutes they have to come up with something, so we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, so myself, I have never had bison, so, you know, how long does it usually take to cook, or how does it taste?
Since it's ground beef, it doesn't take that long. You cannot overcook it or undercook it, because if you overcook it, it has a different kind of a taste.
So you'll have to kind of cook it perfectly, it sounds like.
And I believe these chefs are capable of doing this, because I really promise good chefs here competing against each other today.
Okay, well, let's see how they do.
But I seen the baguette that was up there and I wanted to make a slider, so I went ahead and cut it. And of course, being nervous, I'm like, too big, too small, too big.
It went really smoothly. I was shaking like crazy. I couldn't cut a clove of garlic or mince the clove of garlic.
I'm eager to see where this takes me, because I want to be able to showcase that having the ability to incorporate all the ingredients that I'm given and serving something that I would serve to my family and knowing that I made it with love, I think that is where I'm at.
Ooh, I like Anna's going for the strawberries.
Yes.
That's a nice little touch right there. Working for 15 minutes.
I remember seeing strawberries in the fridge. I love incorporating fruit. You wouldn't think of right off the top of your head, like, oh, okay, this is for strawberries.
Joey seems to be going a little bit more traditional route with mushrooms and that sort of thing, and Anna's going somewhere else with those strawberries.
But Anna won the preliminary round to get a spot in the Show Me Chef, so I was able to experience or at least taste Anna's food, and she's an amazing, amazing cook.
I was here that day. She's very, very impressive.
There's you guys. Oh, that smells great.
Let's go see what Catherine's doing at Lost Signal Brewing Company.
I'm Catherine. I'm your field host for Season 3 of Show Me Chefs. Throughout the season, we'll be traveling around to different farms and breweries and restaurants around the Ozarks, and you'll get to see where the food comes from that our chefs use. So today we're at Lost Signal Brewing in Springfield. Let's get started. This is Tyler Hogue. He's the owner and founder of Lost Signal Brewing. Can you kind of describe the brewing process for me?
Yeah, so brewing starts with malted grain, and then what you do is you crack it open to expose the inside starches. You add hot water around 152 degrees. You convert your starches to sugars. You then boil the sugar, water, and then you throw in yeast and let the yeast do their job for about 7 to 10 days. And then you cool it off and carbonate it and make beer.
So can you tell me about Lost Signal? What's the specialty here?
We don't really have one style we stick to. We like to brew just about everything. Our menu is constantly changing.
You really emphasize getting local stuff, don't you?
Yeah, we try. We try to stick to as much local as possible.
Our chefs are using your alcohol in a lot of the rounds. So what made you want to be a part of the show?
It's just something fun to do with it and help people show that you can do a lot of different things with beer, and it can make a lot of fun, great food with it. So.
Awesome.
Then I seen the beer and I'm like, beer, all right, how do I incorporate? And I remembered about a beer wash that I've done previously. So I took the beer and diced up the cheese, added it to it, almost made it like a fondue.
Now, what would you, let me ask you, if you were back there, what would you be making? I'm sure they have already made up
Me
their mind.
personally, I'd be doing like a burger of some sort with like a Gouda cheese fondue sauce to go over top of it.
You think at 15 minutes you can get that done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I jumped into that, made the strawberry chutney, and then I wanted something a little different to bring out the flavor in the meat, so that's when I did the caramelized onions.
I'm a little nervous right now myself. So in about 2 minutes, they have to get those plates out.
That was my issue in my round. I didn't have enough time to plate up.
And I remember you already had it, pretty much everything done.
I had everything done.
Anna's moving like
a
little
he seems
just buzzing around.
I always work fast, so I've been kitchen manager at a cafe downtown, and I like to see how fast I can go with things for time. And also, since I do catering events in my own weddings and things that are bigger and you just have a time schedule, I like just to go through and see how fast I get something done.
Joey seems a little bit more, there he goes, composed. But
and actually, I'm very impressed with both chefs. Their timing is perfect so far.
Chefs, you have 3 minutes left.
crispy fried onions.
Ooh, I know it's hot.
See little tapas burgers coming from both sides.
I see.
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
But I'm still kind of confused as to what's going on with the strawberries, but little
You know what?
confusion is okay.
Yeah.
I'll let it surprise me.
Yeah, I made a couple extra burgers so that I could taste one just to make sure the flavors were all in.
I think Chef Anna has iron hands. She can just go right to the
Right?
Chefs, you have 1 minute left.
At least the presentation from here right now looks really nice with Anna's.
I should have had just a few more minutes to let it simmer so it was that perfect consistency, but time was a factor. Had to crunch it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, chefs.
Good job, guys. Wow.
Okay, chefs, in this lightning round, you were asked to create the perfect dish using all of the ingredients in your mystery basket. You will now present your dish to the judges, but remember, the loser of this round will have to face a penalty in the entree round. Chef Joey, will you present your dishes first?
Today I made for you a bison slider. I added garlic to it. I did a saute portobello and the greens to add on top because of course you need veggies with it. I did a beer cheese Gouda wash.
It's really tasty. You don't taste a lot of that beer cheese for some reason. I didn't get that.
No, and I think it does have a nice little kick, a little hot kick, but I think it could have used a little bit more salt.
A little more salt?
Yes.
Brandon, what do you think of the meal?
I thought it was prepared perfectly. Mine's like right at medium rare. And the spinach and mushroom, I dipped a little bit in that sriracha sauce, so I almost got like a spicy Florentine out of it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Chef Joey. Chef Anna, will you please present what you made for the judges?
I made mini open-faced bison sliders, and the sliders have the beer in them. They have a little bit of aged cheddar and garlic, and a little bit of lime, a little bit of spice in those. And then I caramelized some onions with some ground mustard, and then on the top is a strawberry, sort of like chipotle chutney, and that also has a little of the beer in it as well.
The sauteed onions made a big difference on that. When I just took the bite out of the bread and the onions, it was really, really good. I like the sweetness to it. The onions brought that.
It still had that underlining kind of wild flavor in here that Joey had. It's kind of softened a little bit with the onion and the strawberry.
So what made you go with the strawberry?
I love incorporating fruit into things that you don't normally think of right off the top.
It's well put together for 15 minutes.
Thank you, Chef Anna. Okay, chefs, you may now leave the kitchen while the judges deliberate your dishes. Okay, judges, so this was a quick lightning round. Let's talk about Chef Joey's meal first. How did he do in this round?
15 minutes that he had, I think he did a very good job. He could have had a little more into it, but he did, for the 15 minutes, he did pretty good, and it was very tasty.
And I think he went a little too heavy on the garlic powder. You've got to be really careful with that stuff because it can have sort of a bitter flavor.
So moving on then to Chef Anna, what did you guys like about her meal?
That strawberry chutney she did with the sambal in it and the goat cheese, it was incredible. I thought that was outstanding. The sourdough bread complemented the buffalo very nicely.
The strawberry chutney and the lime zest that she used, she was very smart to do that. Yeah. It just made that dish really vibrant, colorful, plus it really, on your palate, it just made a big difference.
Well, judges, do you think we have a winner for the lightning round?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay,
Yep.
let's bring our chefs back in.
Awesome.
Show Me Chefs will return after this break. Welcome back to the kitchen, chefs. Judge Angelo, will you please reveal the winner?
The lightning round winner is Chef Anna.
Congratulations, Chef Anna, you are the winner.
I was excited, thankful that I wasn't going to have the penalty.
Unfortunately, Chef Joey, you did not win the lightning round, so you will have a penalty in the entree round.
All right.
Chefs, you may go back to your stations. Okay, chefs, for your entree round, you will have 35 minutes to complete your dish using all of the ingredients in your mystery baskets.
I was a lot more relaxed getting into it, but right before opening baskets, I was like, what if there's something in there I don't know how to use or I've never seen?
Okay, chefs, your mystery ingredients are asparagus from Mama Jean's, T-bone steak from the Dar College of Agriculture, red top oven Russian sauerkraut, and Irish red from the Lost Signal Brewing Company. And Chef Joey, since you received the penalty in the lightning round, I'm going to have to ask you to hand over your knives. I know, it's hard to say goodbye.
I was like, the penalty, I should have known something was going to be coming up.
Well, you can go ahead and reveal what's under the cloth. So we gave you some sort of knife, right?
Yeah. I felt bad for Joey because he was going to have to use the little knife.
And Joey, after 15 minutes, you will get your knives back.
Oh, thank you.
Chefs, are you ready? Your time starts now.
When I unveiled the mystery ingredients, I seen the T-bones. I was like, oh, that beautiful. I seen the asparagus, the beer, and then the Russian sauerkraut, which I have not tried until today.
It did throw me a little when I saw that there was that sauerkraut in there, because I was actually hoping to be able to do some kind of a pesto. And once I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to switch gears a little bit here.
My knives are my baby in my kitchen, so I don't let anybody else use them, nor do I give them away. So he's got a big heart in order to do something like that.
It was towards the beginning. I was mincing up some garlic, and when I went to slide it off of the knife, but I sliced it, I thought, oh, felt like it cut something, but I looked at it right then and it wasn't bleeding or anything. And then when I walked off at the end and looked at it, I could tell it was bleeding.
Chef Joey, is that tomatoes that you just opened up?
It is. Starting out with a tomato base to do a Creole sauce.
So you're gonna stick to your home base.
I am.
So
Stick to what I know.
Let me ask you a little bit about the place you work, Big Easy Grill.
The Big Easy Grill. It's a fantastic family-friendly area. You can come in Monday through Saturday. We do traditional Cajun cooking, Cajun cuisine, po' boys, gumbos, jambalayas, Creole and dirty. Do etouffees, do a lot of different menu changes throughout the year. This year we added shrimp and grits to our menu.
So you said Big Easy Grill has been open for 12 years?
Has been open for 12 years, yes.
And it is on East Sunshine, is that correct?
East Sunshine, across from Sam's Club.
Chef Anna, tell us a little bit about yourself in the sense of what kind of business you have. I know you're a personal chef. 365 Catering, is that correct?
65 flavors?
Flavors.
Yes. And so I do a personal chef, so I go to people's homes and do like in-home dinners. My favorite are like 3 or 4 courses I like to do, and I serve them. I bring my ingredients there, I prepare it, and then I serve them at their table.
Is there a good market in Springfield for a personal chef?
Yes, I'm getting the word out there. It's a little bit hard, but.
Do you have a specialty?
I just love working with flavors. So that's why.
Yeah. If I were to have a specialty chef, it would be someone who could keep me healthy.
Yeah.
I love healthy too. That's like my biggest thing. I shop at Mama Jean's all the time.
I am disgracing this piece of beautiful beef with this tiny little knife. Well, I had the little knife, so I was like, okay, well, use it like a deboning knife and try to cut it up into bite-sized pieces. And when I'm cooking at home, I cook everything to bite size for my son. So I'm used to cutting up his meat or used to cutting up the veggies. So whoever helped raise this cattle, I apologize, but hopefully I will do them right with the flavors that I'm going.
the Dark Farms from MSU or Missouri State provided the beef for the entree round. And obviously you like the steak that you have right now?
I do. I find it very nice. Very beautiful.
Let's go see what Catherine's doing at Missouri State University's Darr College of Agriculture.
This is Nick Matheny. He's a student worker here at Sheely Farm. So what's the history of this place?
Sheely Farms was actually a horse farm. They raised Appaloosas here, and Norm Sheely donated the farm. We have, I think, close to 4,000 acres now of research.
So what do you do here?
I help manage the cattle, work on research projects that Missouri State is doing, and just general farm maintenance.
What does managing the cattle look like when you come in?
Usually we do a rotational grazing, so we just move our cattle from pasture to pasture, let the grass grow up behind them, and then move them back through it so we don't have to feed as much grain, and it's a little more economic. There are 135 head on the farm right now. We're doing a big research project, which is grazing efficiency. The difference between feeding them grain in like a feedlot setting, just putting them out to pasture, and how efficient they gain weight if you could just finish them on grass. We weigh the cows about once a week, blood work and all that.
This beef that comes from here gets sent to places like Springfield, right?
Yes, we take them to Buffalo and then they send it off to Hy-Vee actually to be sold for our beef there.
So why is it important to eat beef that comes locally?
The most important thing is the money that we get from our beef here comes back to our farm, and then we get all of our materials from around here. So when you buy our beef, it comes back to us, which we then spread out to other people.
Chef Joey, if you had the knives, what would you be doing with that, or do you even miss those knives?
I really want to cut those nice and thin on a bias so that, you know, they kind of stand out in it, but not too bad.
I was planning on making a jambalaya, and I turned around and I seen the time on the clock was 27 minutes, and I'm like, I don't have time to put my rice in yet, so I went with the burnt grits. So it definitely threw me through a loop with it.
And Chef Anna, what are you doing over there?
Doing like a creamy polenta.
Very nice.
The polenta, I used some blue cheese in that, and then some garlic. I kind of used garlic in all of the different things to kind of tie them together because I knew I had a lot of flavors going on.
I don't really have too much experience with polenta.
The polentas can be done several different ways.
Yeah.
For the basic method, if you do it the way the cookbooks
Oh,
the
yeah.
old cookbook says, it takes about 45 minutes.
About 45 minutes. Because you have to
Right, stir.
stir on the polenta to make sure it's all nice and creamy, not
Gritty at all, yeah.
Gonna do it.
I couldn't get it to come out of the bottle, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a cream cap on the top. So I took the spoon, and when I dunked it in there, it just shot up out of there.
All right, Chef Joey, I have a present for you.
Perfect, thank you.
So how was it cooking with your
Great.
little steak knife?
You can have it back.
Oh, that's so sweet, thank you.
You bet, thank you. I appreciate the challenge.
Yeah.
Just grabbed it right out of his hands and like, give me my babies.
I was very happy to have my knives back.
Chef Anna competed in Chopped, a version of Chopped. And tell us about a little bit about your competition.
Yeah, it was you enter it online, and then people voted, and they had judges, and then the finalists went to New York and competed in Food Network.
Did you win that competition?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
It's incredible to watch the speed of these chefs.
Yeah.
They're really, really moving.
It is getting it done in that time, but I paced it out so that wasn't my biggest thing. In this one, it was probably getting the polenta cooked correctly and not having any lumps in that, having the meat be a medium rare and not overdone, and then making sure that I remember to use all the ingredients.
Chefs, you have 15 minutes left.
This is how much time we had left at the first one when it started.
Remember, Chef, you gotta use all the ingredients in the mystery basket.
The meat was beautiful. It had a great marble to it, wonderful smell to it. You could really tell that it was cared for.
My burner kept going off. I have this side of the stove that you have to light it with a lighter, all but one of them. So I had to keep checking those, make sure nothing turned off or got too high when I turned it back on.
Well, in crunch time, watching the clock go down, I already had my stuff on the plate, and I felt like, okay, I need to incorporate something else. What else can I use? What else is there? Something to add to it, heighten it. Just make your plate that more intriguing, adding some color to it.
So I wanted it to look very clean and not have too much on it. So with and I knew I had some things that had some sauces that were gonna run a little bit. So I was careful how I laid like the asparagus and the peppers that I'd sauteed. And I wanted it to be really colorful as well.
And sometimes when you're cooking in a competition like that, sometimes now Chef Joey's already done plating and he might be thinking, what else can I do?
Well, at least he's given us bread to soak all that up.
My plate presentation was kind of disappointing to me. It just, the juices flowed out, which I wanted them to be juicy, but I didn't want it to be a mess.
30 seconds.
At the end, I was starting to put on some green to some other garnish on it, and then I took that off because I was like, well, that's going to be a little too much.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your time is up, chefs.
Good job, guys.
Nice.
Stay tuned for more Show Me Chefs. Okay, chefs, in this round, you are asked to create an entree in 35 minutes using all of the ingredients in your mystery basket. It's now time to present your dishes to the judges. Chef Anna, you're up first.
I made a creamy polenta with blue cheese and garlic in it, and then I took the steak and I seared it in a butter that I had made and put some spices on it, did a rub with that. And then the top of it with the sauerkraut, I made it kind of into a, I guess, hot salsa sort of thing. And then I just sauteed the asparagus and onions with garlic. I tried to like incorporate garlic somehow in all of the...
You can't go wrong without garlic, so.
Yeah.
Cabbage chutney you made is really good. Lots of flavors going on there. I definitely like the garlic butter. It helps the polenta out just as much as the T-bone.
Perfect.
Really?
Please don't take my plate away.
Thank you, Chef Anna. Chef Joey, it's now time for you to present your dish to the judges.
So today I prepared for you something that I would do possibly the next day. In my house, we've got a lot of family members, so when we cook in excess. So there's always that one steak left over. There's always a Creole sauce that's in the fridge. And, you know, those are building ingredients that, you know, I can add any flavor to them. I incorporated the asparagus and the beer into the Creole. With the steak, I just lightly sauteed it so that it just had that even doneness like you would have. The grits is a variation of a grit I've done previously. It is a burnt, buttered, creamy grit.
This is going to be a tough round to judge.
Yeah.
The only suggestion I would have done is, like, I understand you cut the steak into small pieces. You could have left it
A little more larger.
That's my suggestion. What do you think, Mary?
I think so, just slightly.
Yeah.
First off, I'd like to say thanks for the beer.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Everything's prepared very nicely. Your grits are perfect. There's nice flavor going on there. Your Creole sauce over the top. It's very good.
Okay, thank you so much, Chef Joey. Okay, chefs, it's now time to leave the kitchen while the judges deliberate your dishes. Okay, judges, so it seems like both chefs did a pretty great job in this round. What was the best thing about Joey's dish?
I think the best part about Joey's dish was that he did stick to his roots. My only critique on his dish would be to put the little shot of beer on last, because a little bit of that ended up spilling into the plate.
Okay, so moving on to Chef Anna. Mary, what did you like best about her dish?
I thought that the steak was done perfectly. It was medium to medium rare, just the way I like it. And once again, she just had a really good combination of flavors. I like that I could see the asparagus, one of my favorite vegetables.
It has a very kind of a complex flavors in her dish.
The whole time I was wondering, what is this girl doing? And it came out and it was beautiful, and it was a beautiful presentation.
All right, judges, let's bring the chefs back in. It is now time for your last and final round, which is the dessert round.
Dessert to me usually means sweet, sticky, and messy. So I'm gonna try to play in between on my strong points when it comes to a dessert.
You will have 25 minutes to create your dish using all of the mystery basket ingredients.
Right now I'm kind of relaxed. I need to pinpoint right away what I want to do when I open that basket. I want to keep the standard from what my other 2 dishes were and keep it the same or even bring it up if I can with the last dessert.
Your mystery ingredients are elderberry syrup from the Dar College of Agriculture, black apples from A&A Orchards, smoked porter pecan from Lost Signal Brewery, and crunchy almond butter from East Wind Butters. Get ready, chefs. Your time starts now.
I knew right away with the ingredients that I had, my plan of action for making a caramel sauce was going to go out the window. So I tried to incorporate the beer and the blackberry syrup into the sauce that I was doing.
I felt most confident in the last round, partly because I wasn't going to be doing any baking. I was just doing some sauteing, and then I sort of kind of knew what was already in the kitchen, scoped it out. So that felt good, and I felt a little more strong going into this one.
Dessert round. Seems like a nice little selection of mystery basket ingredients here.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
Smoked porter pecan beer. Now,
Oh, that smells delicious.
I think no, I'm not joking. You need to pour us 3 shots here.
Time's against me.
Going into it, I was a little bit nervous. I tried to have a little more of a level head. So having the previous 2 rounds already under my belt, I was ready to do it.
Get the brown sugar.
Yep, right there.
Thanks.
Chef, what does that taste like, the elderberry syrup?
Similar to blackberry, it's a little bit sour.
Okay.
They worked really well with what I was wanting to make. I was wanting to make some kind of a mousse or truffle. Then the elderberry syrup went really well with fruit, and I hoped to use some fruit, so I was able to incorporate that as well. The only thing I was like, oh, apples, well, that's another thing, but it worked out. I caramelized them, and that's what I used the port for.
Is that mascarpone?
Mascarpone or cream cheese in there?
I wish it was mascarpone.
It's cream cheese,
Yep.
isn't it?
I had mascarpone in my mystery basket on my dessert round when I
I was
competed.
actually hoping secretly I would get that, but
There she goes, using her hands again.
I love it. I really love it.
Chef Joey, are you making some sort of quick bread?
I am making a quick bread. Almost like a cookie.
Nice.
here.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Oh, thanks.
You bet.
Joey was great. He was very kind and humble about doing this, and it wasn't ever like, oh, you know, we're in this to fight to the end. It's a very nice and friendly type of competition, which I enjoyed how he took that on. And that's what I was hoping to do back. It was fun, and I'm gonna go try out his restaurant. Sounds really good.
Chef Joey, how are you going to incorporate that porter beer into your dish?
The beer I actually have put in with the apples.
Does it have a bitter taste to it, or?
Smoky, lighthearted, beautiful, almost a chocolatey flavor to it.
Well, we're excited to taste it.
Anna, one of the producers wants to know if you're old enough to drink that beer.
I'm a lot older than I look.
You didn't ask me that.
Yeah, I wanted to use some of my favorite ingredients, and I love coconut cream, cooking or using it in desserts, and I actually really love tahini. So when I saw the almond butter, I thought that was great because I could use it with a little bit of tahini.
Chef Anna, I'm really curious as to what it is you're doing. It seems like you're full of surprises until the very end.
I decided to make the little truffle mousse.
And Chef Joey, I can't wait for your son to see you on TV when the show comes out.
I
bet
can't.
He's going to be really excited.
I hope he's gonna be excited. I dropped him off today and I told him Daddy's gonna be on TV. All he asked me
All
was,
his friends.
you see Elmo? No, not that. Not there. You know what, why not?
Why not?
Good bourbon goes with anything. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
I was just happy there was vegetables or meat. So seeing the apples, I knew right away that I was going to incorporate those to be my main point with my cookie. So when I mixed those with the beer and the syrup, it came out really well. Great flavor. I was very happy with it.
Now, Brandon, he's making a shortbread, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
How long do you normally take to make a quick?
The dough itself, usually, it depends on if you got your mise en place right in front of you, but the dough itself only takes about 3 minutes to incorporate, and depending on the size of the dough balls, if it's anywhere between like a baseball size, like a coin shape or whatever, you're looking at 15 minutes. But I noticed that Joey, he did about a quarter size, so those are gonna be done in about, I'd say anywhere between 5 and 8 minutes. The longer you cook it, the drier it's gonna be. The less you cook it, the more moist it'll be. Yeah, spongy. Yeah, that's it.
Let's meet Angelo and Sean at the Clock Tower at 319 Event Center.
319 Event Centers started 4 years ago when we had a building available that we had a restaurant in, and we changed our approach to making business out of this location.
We do actually pretty much everything when it comes to the event business. From 2 people for a sweetheart's dinner to 200 people for a big wedding. The 319 event centers are capable of having outside ceremonies, inside receptions, or vice versa. We have beautiful, beautiful outside patio.
It's a big step to go into the event business, into the food and drink. It's not just renting a room. It's providing the venue, the location for families' memories and ongoing traditions. And we're a big part of that.
We are a full-service event center, from your venue to your rentals to your food to your bar. Everything can be set through us.
We've definitely started at the bottom, starting with a new business. And we're growing, and we keep on picking up new ideas, and we're picking up speed. This is what we do. This is who we are. This is what we want to be.
Chef Joey, what are you doing there in the processor?
I am taking the apples, emulsifying them down with the peanut butter so that I can make a nice schmear.
Very creative.
Thank
you.
Nice, Joey.
Do you have the blackberries?
I used almost all of them.
Okay, no problem.
There's still like 10 left.
You're A-OK.
Chef Anna is amazing. She's very easy to work with, very polite. No rustle or hustle bustle about it. We weren't sabotaging or rude or mean. You know, we were doing our thing.
Did you guys, any of you guys tasted the apples to see if it's sweet, if it's sour?
Chefs, you have 10 minutes left.
Good idea what she's doing.
He's like, shut up.
This whole time I was over here wondering, what is she doing? And now I'm like, oh.
So Chef Anna, please explain what you're doing over there.
They're like little moose.
Moose balls.
Yeah. And then I have a few other things.
Brown sugar coated moose balls.
And they have ginger brown sugar and some chopped
very nice.
walnuts. I put them in the fridge. I didn't really need them to be cold, but I was like, oh, I'll do that, you know, help them firm up.
Got about 7 minutes left. You guys feeling comfortable?
A little bit. Comfortable enough.
It is stressful, knowing that there's a clock on the wall counting down. I have to have this dish out now. It's get in there, have a plan of attack. As soon as you see that mystery ingredients, change your plan of attack.
Did you just add ice cream to that that apple mixture?
I did. Trying to cool it off enough that I can keep a nice solid form, place it in the middle of it, and then decorate.
Nice.
Chefs, you have 4 minutes left.
I do everything really fast, not just with cooking, but life. I'm kind of high speed through everything. So I think that helps. And I love seeing how fast I can put something together and make a dish.
Need some more ice.
A lot more ice, please.
Yep. Well, Chef Joey's worrying about the ice bag. She's making beautiful painting in there.
She does such a phenomenal job.
I feel kind of upset that I couldn't get the ice cream to set up the way it should. The sauce was a little too hot. The ice cream was a little already soft. So with incorporating it in.
It's getting really intense right now.
This is crazy intense because it's coming down to the wire and he's trying to do something that
Requires chilling.
I know. I'm afraid that he's not gonna get.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
Chefs, you have 1 minute.
So we get everything on the plate.
My biggest thing actually, yes, was the plating. The 4 different things that I did on the plate. It was all very deliberate. I wanted to make something different.
All right, chefs, you better hurry. There's only 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chef, time is up.
Good job, guys. Now, we really enjoyed watching you do this.
That was incredible, guys. Great job.
Show Me Chefs will return after this break. Okay, chefs, for your final dessert round, you are asked to create the perfect dish in 25 minutes. It's now time for you to present your dish to the judges. Chef Joey, you're up first.
So today I prepared for you a shortbread cookie that's got a apple vanilla ice cream elderberry stout sauce with a chocolate on top. I poached the pear and apple in the sauce from the apples before it was emulsified.
Very good.
Thank you.
You got a little goosebumps, really.
Well, I'm baking with love, so.
It's very nice, Joey.
Yeah, it is really good. And the time that you had and how very creative.
Really, the difficulty of the dish was really up there. You really had to work hard to get this done.
And the cookie's done just right.
It's so soft.
Perfect.
Thanks.
It's good.
It's not my first round baking a cookie, thankfully.
Chef Joey, before I send you back to your station, I want to know, what would it mean to you if you won the $3,000?
To me, that would mean I can take my family, my wife, on our honeymoon that we have not done in 4 years.
Oh. Wow.
So it would be a nice vacation because I've never really had one.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to see the beach. Never seen one of those.
Thank you so much, Chef Joey.
Thank you, Chef.
Chef Anna, it's now time for you to present your dish to the judges.
Okay, I made a cream cheese almond truffle mousse, sort of, and I coated it in a little bit of brown sugar, ginger, and a little bit of black walnuts. And then the apples I caramelized in butter, and the blackberry, I made a blackberry reduction with a tiny bit of basil in it as well.
Wow, this is awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So you did it in a component-wise, take a little bit of this, add up. And is that your idea? How when you put this plate together, what?
Yes, that was I like with desserts because I like presentation too. So I think of, well, would this ingredient pair well with this?
The complexity of all these flavors all at once is really wonderful. If I take them separately, they're good, but putting them all together
was,
I think I speak for all the judges whenever I say in this dish, I taste 365 flavors.
The only, if I give you a suggestion, it's, I know you wanted to make a beautiful plate.
Yeah.
It could have been a little more compact, just the presentation wise, I have to go here.
Yeah.
But it's
yes. No, that's, I'm glad to hear.
Just giving you a very good.
Yes, thank you.
I don't care.
So, Chef Anna, what would it mean to you to win the $3,000?
That would be really amazing. I would use it towards building my business more. And I wanted to take my sister to Hawaii, but that would help me do that. So it would be very fun.
Thank you so much. All right, chefs, you may now exit the kitchen while the judges deliberate.
So let's talk about the whole, all 3 rounds, how the chefs did. What do you think, Mary?
Both of them are very good cooks.
They're talented.
Amazing what they've been able to do with these ingredients and put them together so quickly. Particularly that first round. That was really, it looked real simple, but that was a hard one.
The entree round, both of them did very well. I was very impressed at the fact that one of them did grits and then the other one did polenta. Both of them are quick starch items, and that's something you got to get bonus points for. And just the fact that they completed everything and their flavors were there, and that entree round was just outstanding.
Right. As far as the taste of the dessert, they were both excellent.
Correct.
I think the only difference would be in the presentation.
Absolutely.
And that's the tough part. They both deserve to win this. And this is a tough situation
Right.
to pick a winner out of these two.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, judges, do you think we have a winner for the quarter round today?
I think we do.
Okay, stay tuned for more Show Me Chefs. Welcome back to the kitchen, chefs. After 3 intense rounds of cooking, we have a winner for the first quarter round of Show Me Chefs. Judge Mary, can you tell us what you liked about Anna's dishes today?
I think that Anna is a very gifted and talented and fearless chef. I like the way she put things together in kind of an unconventional and unorthodox way. You could always see her thinking, say, what else can I put in here to pump this flavor up just a little bit more? These are like courage to step outside the box.
And Judge Brandon, can you tell us what you liked about Chef Joey's cooking today?
Joey, so entertaining to watch you cook. It's been such a pleasure being here with you. I really loved how you kept your roots during both of your quick fire round and your entree round. You stuck to what you know. Plus, your plates were very, very beautiful.
Judge Angelo, overall, how did both the chefs do?
It was an amazing treat to be watching these two chefs cooking and being able to taste it. It was awesome, and congratulations, guys. By saying that, the winner of the Show Me Chefs quarter round is Chef Anna.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations, Chef Anna, you are today's winner. Unfortunately, Chef Joey, you are not today's winner of Show Me Chefs.
I wasn't too disappointed. Chef Anna is an incredible chef. So knowing that I went against her, I did my best. Even though I still lost, I still made sure that I had everything incorporated, everything on the plate, and I was happy with it.
Congratulations, Chef Anna, you are today's quarter round winner. How does it feel?
Feels really good.
Isn't
It
it?
was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
I was really excited, and but actually the first thing I was like, oh no, that means I have to do this again. In other competitions and stuff that I've done, I don't ever do them just for the money. So it's about the experience and about what I present, because I love making food and I love serving it to people. So it'll be fun. I'm excited.
That's all the time we have today. I'm your host, Rachel Cahoon, here at 319 Event Center. Make sure you tune in next time to see Chef Daniel from CB Social House battling it out with Chef Kim from Lost Signal Brewing Company.
You really feel like you're on stage.
It's hard to tell what's going through the judges' heads. It's been proven that women have better senses of smell and better palates as well.
I got a little goosebumps going.
Oh my goodness.